Another one of our weekly episodic shows, This Is Us. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Well, this was their Thanksgiving episode, and I heard that the ratings weren't so good for This Is Us lately, but shame on you if that's true, because this episode was probably the best episode of the season, in my opinion.
Amazing.
They really covered a lot on this one. So, first let's start off with Miguel, who never gets any love. They never talk about Miguel. We got to see him joining the Pearson family when it was still the littles, the big three,
Yes.
the little big three. And this was right after the divorce with his wife. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the wife, Shelly, takes the kids, and, I don't know if she's saying bad things about Miguel.
She's definitely 100% saying bad things.
Yeah.
And, even Rebecca, she's like, I feel like we're betraying our friend by letting him come over.
Right.
And he comes in and he's like on the phone, like just wanting to say hi to his kids.
Yeah.
He just wants to say hi
Feeling real
and like
guilty about
keep the connection. And she's not letting it happen. And I like started bawling.
Oh, poor Miguel. Because he was
Miguel.
saying, he's like, I would work a lot. I'd work late, but I did it for them. You know what I mean? It wasn't, you get to see a whole other side of Miguel. And I didn't know that about him.
Jack has that talk with him.
Jack, of course,
Oh
trying
my
to
gosh.
make him
And
feel
Jack's
better.
like, all those hours you spent. Miguel's like, I know, I shouldn't have worked so much. He's like, no. That passion, that fight that you applied to like climbing in your career, you need to use that power to get your kids back.
Right.
And those kids are freaking rude.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Okay, then let's talk about it.
Talk
Actually,
about it.
I don't think I can wait any longer. Yeah. So he goes, he's older.
Mm-hmm.
He and Rebecca are going to go to Thanksgiving dinner there.
Like decades later, people.
Yeah.
Decades later.
These are grown adult children.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And he's going to, I believe her name is Amber, the daughter,
Mm-hmm.
for Thanksgiving. So we get there, and he, scares her child, his grandchild, and she's like, well, you don't really see him very often. And then the son.
The son's a
Oh,
jerk.
what a snot.
Yeah.
He was very rude to him and Rebecca.
He basically says that Rebecca stole his dad. Like, hello, they were
doesn't make any
divorced
sense.
way long ago.
Yeah.
She's like
I didn't get
mourning
that.
her own husband died like 10 years later.
Yeah.
They get together. Like, who are you? But I love Miguel.
He stood
Miguel's
up for her.
like, look, you need to respect my wife.
Yeah.
Respect my wife is the theme of the show.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's true.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. Well, then let's go into the next couple, husband and wife, Beth and Randall.
Can we start, though, with Randall in underwear?
Okay. Perfect body.
She had to be like, okay, get away from me.
No, I think he was trying to start something with her, and she's like,
yeah.
not right now. We don't have
She
time.
was interested. Though.
Yeah. So they're about to go to a soup kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they want to help.
Yes.
Obviously, but also I think it would be beneficial to his campaign.
Yes.
So then we see Jaywon there, who's his campaign manager, and he's not really liking Beth's ideas.
Well, he thought that they should go to this more public soup kitchen where, like, the media would be, and Beth is like, no, I'm not going to do that. That's not my way. And Randall has to choose a side.
Mm-hmm. And of course...
He chooses Beth?
Yeah, he's like, look, man, I get it, and maybe it is a better idea, what you say, but that's my wife. Right. So I'm going to go with what she says. But what's sad is that Beth kind of catches on to that, and she's like, you're just doing this because I'm your wife? Anyway, she's going through a little bit of crisis right now.
But it was the pity choice.
Yeah.
And she was always like, I don't want the job for pity.
For pity.
And basically, Randall kind of admit that,
Confirmed.
like, he agreed with Jaywon, but went with Beth because she's his wife.
Right.
And then it was the whole, like, okay, well, the whole respect your wife thing, but then are you doing it out of pity? And then it kind of like, this is going to go bad for Randall.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I'm worried.
Yeah, I know. Gosh, that's really hard, though. That's hard. Like, how do you do that?
I mean, he's not bad.
No. Can't fault him for that.
No.
So, while they're off doing that at the soup kitchen, Toby and Kate are starting Thanksgiving dinner, and they don't know what they're doing, and they leave the girls home. Well, no, one girl. Tess stays home.
Tess stays home.
The other two, they go with them to the soup kitchen. So, Toby's, like, just getting back on his feet from, his little depression spiral. So, they're trying to cook Thanksgiving dinner, and sweet little Tess, he goes up to, like, bring her soup, because she says she stayed home because she wasn't feeling well, and he's so funny, that actor. Like, he walks in and she's holding, like, tampons and pads. And he's like, oh, God.
Oh, God, go.
So then he goes down to Kate and he's like, she needs your help.
You gotta go.
Yeah. It's just like, what's happening? Anyway, so turns out she just had her first period and her mom's not there and her mom's not answering because there's bad reception.
Bad reception.
Yeah. So Kate's like, well, I'm going to have to deal with this, which is good practice because she's, you know,
she did a good job
with child. Yeah. So she's trying to help her through that. And she's like, well, just let me help you.
And in addition, I have further news to share with you and Kate.
Oh, yes. One of the most touching scenes of the night. You know, Kate's trying to say, you know, when you're older and when you're in a relationship and just talking, she's like, and when you are dating a boy that you like, and then she's like, or when I'm dating a girl that I like. Oh, that was my gosh. So
I know.
Sweet.
I know.
Yeah, that was a super touching moment. She's like, yep, or when you're dating a girl. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and then I think she's like encourages her to tell her parents
Kate
about
did
that.
a great job.
Yeah, she did.
And Tessa's like, promise me you won't say.
Oh, yes. I know.
So
what a sweet moment between aunt and niece.
Kate, do not say. Don't say it.
I don't think she will.
I hope not.
No, I don't think so.
I have a bad feeling.
Do you really? No, don't do that because you're usually right.
Drama ensues.
Oh, gosh. It's always with Kate,
But can I just say, Toby, though? Okay, so Thanksgiving burned.
Didn't do very well.
Yeah. And it was like...
He dropped the turkey, then he stepped in the turkey.
It was just... Yeah, but what did he do?
He saved the day.
He went to Popeyes. First of all, I love that he went to Popeyes because Popeyes chicken way superior to KFC.
And Cracker Barrel. Didn't you go to Cracker Barrel?
I just know it was Popeyes because I was like, good call, Toby.
Yeah.
I mean, a total Jack move.
Yeah.
I love
Kate said that.
Yep.
She pointed that out.
Because referring back to the Pilgrim Rick Thanksgiving where he buys the convenience store hot dogs instead of Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
So good job, Toby. Small victory. He's like, it's all about small victories, and that was a good one.
That's so true.
Not even small. That was a big victory.
That was a big victory.
Yeah.
So he's kind of reminiscent of Jack. So speaking of Jack. So it is so cool that we get to see. So it's a flashback to when he's in Vietnam with his little brother Nicky, and we get to finally see the live version of that photo with the woman with the necklace. So Nicky is a medic in the army, we find out, which I didn't know until just then. And so this little boy in the village, he's like limping and he's, you know, his foot's clearly like cut. And he tells Nicky, he's like, hey, he cut himself on the barbed wire, I believe it was.
That we put up.
Right, exactly. So he's concerned for the little boy. And then like he has this really sweet moment where he's trying to help that lady in the picture carry those, like, I don't know, they're like buckets of water or whatever. That's where we see it the picture, right? Because there's a guy in the army who takes all the pictures.
Yes.
Anyway, so then he goes to their hut, finds the little boy is not doing well. He's laid out there.
He's got fever, which means infection.
Exactly. That all signs point to infection. So of course he goes and gets his brother Nicky, who's the medic, and he's like, help him. And Nicky will not help him.
Heck no.
Yeah, and I was very mad at him at that moment. I was like, because Jack's like, he's just a kid, man. But then he tells the story. So again, it's like, you can never be mad at these people.
You can't be mad at anyone.
No. Because, you know, everything's forgivable if you understand it, right? So... sometimes, most of the time. But so Nicky said this guy that he really looked up to, I believe he was like the leader of his squad. It's a long story short, but basically he was betrayed by one of the women in the village who led somebody to the guy's hut, his favorite person, the hut, and like killed him. Yeah. So he's like, I can't trust them.
So he's like, there are no innocent women and children.
Right.
Which you're like, oh, that's kind of sucky to say, but then we hear the stories, and it's like you can't really... It's hard to cast judgment upon a situation that you don't really...
This is us. But Jack does ultimately help the little boy, and he cleans his wound for him and dresses it and stuff like that. So, of course he does. It's Jack. So, that as a token of gratitude, she gives him the necklace. That's why he has the necklace. Yes. So at the end of the show, we see everybody sitting for Thanksgiving, and Rebecca and Miguel make it in time or whatever for, I don't know if it was dessert. But then you see there's like a stuffed animal with, I want to say, an iPad.
Kevin,
and they have a little Pilgrim Rick hat on it.
FaceTime.
So from Vietnam. Yeah, he was Pilgrim Rick.
Yes. That was
ties it all together.
Yeah. So this week is going to be the fall finale. Do you know that?
No, don't break my heart.
Sorry.
No.
These things happen.
I didn't know that. Did they say that?
I heard it on the radio.
I don't want to believe it.
It's true.
Okay.
Yeah, so after this coming week, we'll take a little break.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
if I have to.
All on vacation.
Okay. Yeah, enjoy yourselves.
But they'll be back, and we will talk about them when they come back.
Okay, can't wait.